video, I am going to talk about do companies pay for your flights or do company pay for your plane tickets. So on this topic we are gonna talk about in this video. First, the answer for this question is maybe. It's totally depend on your performance, because companies are like entertainment companies, or you can say that, or any other name, agencies, like that. Few people say company or few people say agencies. In this video I'm going to tell only about company. Okay, I will talk about company. So as a mature person, I think the companies will invest their money, time in a person who are talented, who can bring the audience. Okay, they will put their investment in those applicants. So work on yourself, work on your skills. So there are so many companies who doesn't pay for your second round of audition plane tickets. Like few people think that we need to go to Korea for the second round. 90% of the times for the foreigners, companies used to conduct a Zoom call audition to check the applicant, to analyze the applicant that they are talented or not. 90% of the time. Okay. And for the other companies, a few companies say you need to come to Korea for the second round of audition. That time you need to think for yourself. If you can do, you can go to Korea. But if you can't, you need to ask them that I want a second Zoom call audition because I'm unable to come to Korea, like that. And also the companies, if you pass the final round of audition, then only companies will pay for your flight. Yes, if you sign their trainee contract, then only they will pay for the flights. Like, if don't be silly in your auditions, don't have a silly mind, think like a mature person. I'm giving an example. Like, if you even go to your mom and ask, mom, I want 500 rupees, they will look into your eyes and they will ask you, why you want 500 rupees? They will like that. And then you will explain, I want to do this or that. Cut off your expenses. They will say like that. And they will end up at giving it you 50 rupees. They will not give you more than that. Okay? And for just like that, when you go to the company and tell them that you need to pay for my flight tickets, they will say, firstly, they will say, if you are talented, they will say by themselves that we will pay for the flights tickets. But for the passports and for the visas expenses, for the visas, you need to do by yourself. You need to do by yourself for the visa and for the passport. There are so many documents you need. For that, you need to pay for yourself. Even though after going to Korea, for the expenses related for the training, they will do that. 90% of the time, companies you are giving dormitory, like to live, and they will even pay for your food, because sometimes you need to be on diet, so they will even pay for your food. 90% of the times companies used to do this. But for the own expenses, like personal expenses, you need to you need to pay for you need to buy, it's totally on you. For the personal expenses, you need to do you need to pay for yourself for the personal expenses, like that. For the external expenses, as a mature person, I think to live in the world, there are so many kind of different types of expenses are there. You cannot be able to analyze. Don't be childish. You need to think for yourself and be a mature person. Think about, before even doing anything, think about yourself. Think a lot before making any kind of move. Yes. Basically, the motive of this video is, the answer is maybe, and it's totally depend on the you. And I had heard from one of the friend that she passed the final round of audition. Companies has paid, that company has paid their flight expenses, even though their living expenses, but as well as training expenses, but they are not paying for their personal expenses. Like, external expenses are there. When you go to Korea, you would like to visit some other places, or you want to room, like go and see the places, or like you want to explore the Korea. For that, they will not pay you. And even if you're thinking like I will do a part-time job for the personal expenses, no. That friend told me that I asked her, you can do a part-time job for your personal expenses. That friend told me after getting your training, you need to do the training. Your training schedule is full. Once you wake up in the morning till when you go back to your bed, that time the schedule is free, like not free, full. So you are not getting any kind of time to do part-time job because you are getting tired after getting your training. So for the personal expenses for that train, like for my friend which I had asked, she is like their parents are doing their personal expenses. So before making any kind of like move in your auditioning, for my tip is go and tell your parents. Best tip. This is the best tip. Go and tell your parents that I'm doing auditions. If I pass, then I will proceed for the next. So they will say like once you pass, they will disconnect. And also, to passing the audition, it's totally depend on your performance and how you represent yourself. That's the main thing. That's it. How you represent yourself and how you will do yourself, like how your skills, or you can say that talent, how much you are having. Okay, like companies select the applicants who can bring the audience of other countries. Now right now after BTS, like there's so many people have know about K-pop, so there are so many people are auditioning in to debut themselves in K-pop and getting a career in K-pop. There's so many people are doing. So for me, after watching all the videos on YouTube, after talking few people who had passed the final round of auditions, they told me like companies usually pay for their training as well as they will pay for the food if you are in Korea, and also for the what you can say the living, but you need to pay them back also. Yes, they are putting their time, their investment, they're doing everything in you. They're putting their time and they're putting their money in you, or you can they're putting their expenses in you. You have to pay them back. You have to repay them. If they are like, if you are thinking like, what happened if I didn't debut? You have to do some external works related to entertainment company. By that, you can earn the money. Yes, but for earning the money, if you are contracted with a company, you need to even ask the companies that I want to do a part-time job or I want to earn for myself. Will I am able to do it or not? Because after signing your contracts, you will get even like restrictions in your life. You will get some restrictions, and every company have different contracts, and every company have like different companies have different mindsets. It's based Hype, SM, YG, JYP. They are all the trainees, like all the companies have different kind of contracts. Some companies are having 10 years of contract, and some companies are having even 1 year of contract, like that. And some companies doesn't like go for the contracts, they will go for other things like that. It's totally depend on company, because these days companies are changing their mindsets regarding audience or regarding foreigners. And good luck for your audition. That's it for today's video. Any questions, comment it down to this video. I'll try my best to reply you. Okay, because sometimes I get sick. Okay, from the last past days I was not well, but now I'm well. Now I'm making the video. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, comment it down to this video, as well as I give reply to DMs a lot. You can DM me on my Instagram account. I used to reply the DMs faster than comments. Okay, or if you don't use Instagram, you can just comment it down to this video. I will try my best to reply everyone. Okay. Thank you for listening me till the end.